Alright, in this video we're going to look at movement and exercises for the core, but first let's talk about what the core is and what it does. I don't think of the core as just being this sheet of muscle down the front of your trunk. It's a cylinder of muscle that goes all the way around. It forms a connection between your upper body and your lower body, and anytime we move athletically, the core is probably involved. Now, the core muscles can do two things: create movement or resist movement. Core exercises where you hold a static position are training your core's ability to resist movement. These are things like planks, hollow holds, L-sits, static side planks. Exercises with movement train your core's ability to move your trunk in three main ways. First, we have flexion and extension, lateral flexion and extension, and rotation. In this video, we're looking at a core rotation exercise. I like to explain core rotation as separation of the shoulder and hip. When we sit comfortably, our shoulders sit aligned above our hips. Core rotation is where we shift away from this position, either by shifting the shoulders out of alignment while the hips remain static, or shifting the hips away while the shoulders remain static. This is a bit of a simplification because normally when we move freely, for example during sport, our hips and shoulders aren't in a fixed position and they'll both rotate simultaneously in opposite directions. But in most of our gym-based exercises, we'll either anchor the shoulders and rotate the hips, or anchor the hips and rotate the shoulders. In these half-kneeling cable rotations, the hips are locked in place while the shoulders rotate. At lighter weights, you can keep your hips in a fixed position by just being in contact with the floor. But as you increase the weight, it may be a good idea to get a bench and possibly weigh it down with a heavy dumbbell and lean your forward leg into the bench to keep you in a fixed position. From there, keep the arms straight out in front of your chest, holding onto the cable. Turn your shoulders, arms, and head together as a unit. Being able to rotate is good, but it takes some time for your body to adapt to this sort of movement if you've never done it before. So take your time with increasing the load and explore this new movement with curiosity to see what feels good. There's plenty of time to lift heavier weights later, just be sensible at the start. Now, I only filmed this from one angle so that I wouldn't capture all of the people that are on the treadmill staring at me when I rotate the camera and film from the other side. So the video only ever shows the cable pulling toward my right. Don't forget to do this exercise from both angles. Everything just flips 180 degrees and you rotate in the other direction.